His ways are not our ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts. We've heard this before about God, right? But here's what we do. It becomes clear of the purpose and the plan that God has for our life. At least we have an idea. We really feel it. And we're bold enough to take the step. But then what do? Then we start trying to implement all of these business strategies of the world into God's plan for our lives. And then we wonder why it doesn't work. God gives you the strategies too. He doesn't need other business strategies. The business strategies that you're seeing working for others are either one, something that God revealed to them after a long, long journey, or two, not his plan at all. So I know it's hard to think, like, how is that possible? Well, let's look at a few stories in the Bible. Number one, Joseph, when he was a kid, he knew that he was a dreamer. He knew that those dreams were coming from God. But before he got to that elevated position, guess what? His brothers hated him. His dad told him to be quiet. He got sold into slavery. He got accused of sleeping with another man's wife. He told two guys in prison that one was going to live, one was going to die. And he asked the one that lived to remember him, and he forgot about him. And then he was elevated to that position. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think Joseph would have chosen that strategy for the calling on his life? Let's talk about Gideon, a mighty man of valor, who thought, number one, that was already a battle in his mind and his heart, because he already thought that he was the least of the least of the least. And then when it comes time to prepare for battle, he is already overwhelmed, and God says, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take the entire army down to the river, and the ones that put their face in the water, we're not going to take them. Gideon said, what? We're going to eliminate our soldiers based off of how they drink water? That makes no sense. Guys, I could go on and on and on. Joshua walking around Jericho after he would wipe out cities year after year after year, leading the soldiers of the Israelites. God does not need our help. He needs us to be obedient so that he can use us. And he doesn't even need that. He can use somebody else. Most of the time, he ends up using somebody else because we don't listen. So, be encouraged and be obedient. God doesn't need us to write out the plan. He will tell us one step at a time.